Charles Darwin's observations made in the Galapagos Islands during his expedition were fundamental in order to complete his theory on the origin of species. The island that Darwin explored was home to many species that were exclusive to that region. Amongst those were the now called Darwin's finches. These finches are representative of evolution in textbooks and other sources of information because it is a strong piece of evidence supporting Darwin's theory. When Darwin found the finches in the Galapagos, he separated them into 13 distinct types. They were of different body and beak size depending on what they ate and other factors. Finches that ate insects had small beaks. Those who ate vegetation from cacti had long, sharp beaks. Those who ate small seeds had small beaks, and those who ate big seeds had big beaks. This was confirmed by Peter and Rosemary Grant, who, for over 30 years, explored the finches in the Galapagos Islands. In 1977, there was a drought in the Galapagos Islands that reduced the number of finches from 1,300 to only 300. Data from the finches living in the island was collected by this couple every year. What they found was amazing. Of the 1,000 finches that died, the vast majority, or 97%, had a small beak. The vast majority of the finches that survived had large beaks. But why? Here we can see natural selection in play, because environmental changes make it impossible for birds with small beaks to survive. After the drought, only one type of vegetation that remained was some cacti and a lot of large seeds. The finches that had big beaks could eat the big seeds, while birds with small beaks had no food supply. The finches that could eat from cacti had to deal with strong levels of competition because even cacti was scarce. Because of this, of the 300 finches, the majority had large beaks that could eat big seeds. This change was notable years after the drought. At first, Darwin thought that all evolutionary changes would take hundreds and thousands of years, but in this case, we can actually observe in a certain population how evolution is at work. This is what we would call observed evolution. This is just one of other examples, but it's clear to see how the population of Darwin's finches changes over short periods of time based on environmental changes. Currently, the Grant couple continues to visit the island where these finches live. The population of these finches is now balanced, as the drought ended and climate is back to normal.